Hello gamers and welcome to another YouTube video. May not be the right intro, but welcome to a YouTube video nonetheless, to make you guys have the best and well-informed decision about if you want to invest into this next assembly shop tank or not. I decided let's make a Gryphon video, let's talk about it, and let's see if it is worthy to add to your collection in the garage. The Gryphon's closest comparison would be the Concept MOE in terms of style, the looks, and the way it plays. Now, there's a very big difference, of course, with the Gryphon that is rocking a 2-shell auto reloader, I think it is, or reverse auto loader. I don't even know what to call it. It's the same thing as the IS-3A. So 263 on the regular, 319 on the APCR, and 16 millimeters on the HE. Now, the thing that you guys are all wondering about, you said it is like a Concept MOE. How does the armor work? Because the Concept MOE, you know what it is? It's just a little turret peeking above a ridge. Now, the Gryphon, in return, does not really rock such a thing whatsoever. Now, when we go to live, which is Gryphon against Gryphon, and we'll start with AP because, you know, probably something you want to see, and we use some gun depression, we can see that you want to be peeking always as frontally as possible. There is still these spots but that nobody will really shoot for, but this it's going to be annoying if people can see it. But anyways, let's assume that you're fully hull down. This will be an issue for you against most of the other tier 10s. This will become quite a bit of an issue, especially when they are filthy gold spammers such as myself. You see how this spot just expands to shoot at, but mainly this, everything around this block of armor will be very penetrable. Yeah, they will not really be hitting your Pola or the roof, but this area is very large and extensive, and it does even get worse when we compare it to, for example, let's pick the most popular tank at the moment, the DBV. Now, when we see it against the DBV, it's the same thing, right? And heat 330 starts really rocking that turret. It's not bouncing. With 330, you're not bouncing, which means that you have the same issue, for example, against an E3, which honestly, the Concept MOE also has this, but you see how you got to be very careful in the way you play, and that this area around will be ruined. So it's going to be a hold down tank that gets spent a lot in hold down as well. That is going to make it quite annoying to play, in my opinion, and really holds it back from being too strong all together. Now, I know what you guys all really want to see, which is some gameplay, so let's get in it. Alright, let's see what we can do here, right? And that's the most important factor. Let's analyze the MM first and realize that it's bad. 24,000 HP is like a tier 8 battle, to be honest. There's 2 IDs, there's 3 light tanks, there is no top tier heavy facing me in that regard. Leading into the circumstance where I really have to pray that the E75 and Motion donate themselves, because otherwise it's not going to be a good look. So, what can we say? What can we do? Let's go over the ammo types first. This fancy ammunition that I don't use. Armory piercing is what it's called. Interesting. Then we have the APCR 319. Okay, not too shabby. And the HE 60 millimeters. Pretty normal. Weird for a British tank to have bad high explosive. To be honest, most of them have very good one. But yeah, you see how this autoloader, reverse autoloader, auto loader, at this point, there's so many auto something that I don't even know which one is what anymore. Basically, the second shell is a bonus. What does that mean? You don't care about waiting for it unless you're in a situation where it's going to take like half a second for that last shell to load. So we're going to miss this guy. That's very sad. But yeah, like in this situation, you no longer care about that second shell, right? You just play. If you get to reload that second shell, great. If you don't, also great. So, Alpha Reminder, 420, of course. It's Wargaming's favorite number nowadays. KPZ also had 420. But like in this situation, if you're considering waiting for the second shell, don't. Unless you have the opportunity to do so. Like now, 5 seconds. I basically think there's a guy in the tree. I basically think that the cutoff point is who would be in the tree? The cutoff point is very simple. It's the moment at which the reload crosses below the regular reload. You could consider There is somebody there, I just don't know what, and he's not shooting. It could be, it literally could be a light tank, to be honest. It could be. Anyways, let's pick D75, side armor, good shot. Yeah, that's a standard B. Okay, he's gonna give me one more. He's going to take a lot of damage for this though. He's gonna give me all three actually. I do drop him towards a one shot, so there is that, but taking all three not really worth it. He's gonna give me 1-2. That's very cool. Can I get a shot? I missed the finish. That's very sad actually. Finishing him would be awesome. Stop hiding behind me, bro. You have literally 3 times as much HP as I do. Like, where is the Martian? The Martian spotted on 1-2 line. I could use some help from a lighting to spot this, but you could see that the standard B did not struggle penning any part of me whatsoever. He gets 3 nice shots at 1.7k damage. It is what it is. We don't cry, we don't complain, it just is what it is. Now we hope that the 3090 will come spot the standard B. The standard B shoots, we will kill him. There we go, and now we will probably die ourselves as a result of this. Now we have a Mino pushing forward, so that's pretty good. And he kills us. Are we going to keep this in, I guess? I would like to see what he bends. At that angle, shooting up. Oh, you saw my... below the block. Yeah, okay. Makes sense. And when we check it out, you know, 2.5k damage. Minus credits. Not a great start, but we will improve. Let's see what we can do on mines, analyzing the MM, and realize that it's shit. Again, double light, double IRI, ton of TDs. Of which they're all FVs. Love to see it. So, when we're looking at this looks an awfully a lot like a concept B, right? Except for these angles are not as extreme as a concept B, which means it will be weaker. I need to check these side plates as well, how weak they are. That's for side scraping mainly. But this is going to be the killer of this tank. That little point that I pointed out there, that little strip is the killer simply because it will lead to you dying very, very often because of it. Once people kind of realize that that's something they can shoot for, and they start shooting for it, it will result in you taking a lot of damage through there. Is it that easy to hit? No. It's not that easy to hit. But will they hit it? Yes, they will. They will be hitting it nonetheless, right? But it is what it is. Nonetheless. Alright, I would like to go play Hold On. But I'm a little scared to do so after that battle we played. I'm waiting now for my second shell. That's indeed correct. Oof. But it's like once you reload the second shell, you don't need to be afraid of like peeking anymore. Cairo. I'm waiting for the second shell. Make it make sense, but I am. Because if I drive out in the open, I would like to be in a position where I can do maximum damage. I'm peeking this either way. I know he's gonna pen me, but it's more like I'm aiming to do my second shell here without him shooting me back. I wasn't able to do that. I do have some damage stacking up, and I get hit by 486 by the T92. Beautiful shot, mister. Beautiful, beautiful shot. You did great. You did great. Cairo is shootable. Not much I can tell you. Give the shot. And again, repeating, you don't care about the second shot almost ever. It's not something you should be thinking about or caring about or even paying attention to. Just play the game as if you were a single shooter. This is my best advice. Alright, just play it as if you were a single shooter. Pretend that the second shot, it just is not there. I think that that is going to be the best advice I can give to you, because honestly, I feel like a lot of people are going to be so scared playing on this because they're like, oh, I must reload both my shells, even though the second shell, as I said, it is just a fancy little extra thing for you to do a little bit more damage in certain situations. Fire again, no? But like, not something to care about. I think that I want to keep hammering it down. The second shell is not important. The reload is too long. Okay? If I can get that transferred into you, then you already know a lot. Let's put it that way. Because that is all the relevant information. The two things, you know, if you play hold down and you don't care about your second shot, and hopefully somebody puts that as a comment and it gets the most votes as well, we do not care about the second shot. First rule of Gryphon is there is no second shot. It's like Fight Club, you know? Anyways, in this battle, we were able to clear the mid. We have 4.5k damage, and now the hard work begins. Trying to clear the TDs in the back. Especially because the game is relatively even. Oh. He might drive back now. We got a good shot. Very nice. I think he got confused to where he got spotted from. Don't know how, but he did. And messed up because of it. Here. You see? I cared about the second shot. What happened? I probably only lost out on some damage. That's all that happened. Because I cared about the second shot. For no reason. Anyways, I'm gonna pressure the front hold down now. Because those TDs are being pressured as well. The EBR ran away. The artillery got... EBR shot me without being spotted. Mino. Pola. Miss. I would like if somebody could spot the CBR. Somehow, right? I don't think it's gonna be happening, so this might be annoying because of it. Like, where is he? Either way. He might actually be going for the IDs. I would not even blame him if he did. I already tried to kill that guy. They didn't succeed. I could run away. Again. I don't even think it's such a bad play. Some pressure around the outside, but it's one that takes a lot of time though. And now the EBR drives in the open. Make it make sense, my man. Make it make sense. Good shot. Yeah! It was a good shot, but it took me a long time to aim the shot, you know? Good shot again. 5.8. And you see, like, if you compare this, like, the concept, to be honest, because the best comparison would be the concept. It's like you realize early that this tank is more riddled with weak spots that can be and will be. What do we not care about, guys? I again made the mistake of caring. That's why I'm saying don't feel bad if you forget about the golden rule and miss out, because it's gonna happen to everybody. It's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Nice shot. Let's... Second one does not succeed. Okay, he fires. I have a little bit of time to hit my last one here. I don't really care who it's against, whether it's the Mino or the EBI. It's gonna be neither, actually. I'm guessing. The CBR is not a great driver, let's put it that way. But we got a good game out. We could have done a little bit more, to be honest. Could have done a little bit more. But at the end of the day, I am quite happy with that. And I think it's also still important. You could say it's lazy, but I think at the same time it's important that I show you how I feel playing this thing for the very first time, because these are my first battles on it. But I don't really have experience with it. I haven't looked at the armor model. I am just talking to you from from the heart and telling you what I am like going through and thinking about. Ghoststone is an interesting one because it's tier 9. Now, if this was a Ghoststone at tier 10, I definitely would not consider pushing across. But now that it's tier 9, I have choices, right? I could play here, we could push across, I could play here as well. I'm just not entirely sure what is the best option for me at this moment in time to go in, to be honest. The thing that's really making me reluctant to do it is the can opener. If there was no can opener, I would be very much more inclined to actually do it. But the can opener is just really annoying close range because, you know, his cupola starts getting more hidden, and I will probably struggle with finding the shots. Good spot by the RHM. Give one. Don't miss a second. I was gonna say this is the power of this 2 shots. Gun is that in a lot of scenarios, if you are able to get a little bit of downtime, you're going to be loaded with 2 shells, and then there's a quick burst of 800. Now, I'm going to be honest, that is very potent in a lot of situations, mainly in stuff like... The main stuff that I'm thinking about is end game engagement and initial engagements, and those are very important, let me tell you. It's the difference between 4.2k battle and a 4.8 already, 4.6 actually. You know, we rounded up, but yeah, it can make a really big difference. More like if you think about it like this, right? So you start the game off with 2 shots, and you end the game with 2 shots. Let's say you do nothing else. That's 1600 damage. Where without this gun, you'd be doing 800. Of course, this is again counting on you hitting those shots, which is, you know, it's not a given, but we're speaking about the hypothetical situation where you hit the initial clip, right? Even like situations like this, 800 extra. Why? Because I had the 2 shots. I don't rely on the 2 shots. Again, we don't rely on the 2 shots. The 2 shots do not decide our life. But we're talking about the strength of those 2 shots in this scenario. I know there's a lot of theory crafting and all, and you might be like, this guy is, what the heck is Grandpa rambling about again? But I hope that makes sense what I'm trying to say. To what is the true power of this, right? The true power is the exposure time, of course, as well. You know, like it takes you very little time to peek out and do those shots and go back, and that is for most players, of course, a very cool thing, because of course exposure time is very important. It's the difference between you getting shot by the FV and the FV missing the shot simply because he wasn't aimed in, right? So now that they've pushed across and we've realized that nobody of our team is actually playing this angle, the DBV has come to the realization he will pick up one of them. I was going to say I'll pick up the other one, but this guy seems to be aware, so we're not going to be doing that. I was a bit slow on this. I hope he misses. Okay, good. I was a bit slow on this, I'll give you that much. There is an AV somewhere there. Gotta be careful. And the Manticore has died though, that's an important thing to keep in mind. But now this battle will slow down quite a bit. It will slow down quite a bit because we don't have any spotters left. They don't have any spotters left. There's something shooting at the back of this guy though. Nice, he's dead. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out what I could do here that would be useful. I wonder if intuition reloads both bullets on this thing. Didn't even think about that. I'm not sure. I'm going to try. Let's try it. Ooh, brother. Ooh. It does not, bro. That's disgusting. Yeah, I guess it works like the Italians, but ew. Okay, it makes sense, but you can still say ew about it nonetheless. Oof. Oh, is it fun and engaging time with artillery? Like here, you do want to rely on your second shot. Because we're going to suck out on the first one. So we've tracked him. Let's see if he has the repair time to challenge us. Uh-huh. Okay. Uh-huh. Goodbye. I saw him come up as well. I'm like, yeah, well, I think we're dead. This could have been better. Let's put it that way. I think the AV is dead for this play as well. It's always nice to see the AVs. No, he's not dead. Make their move and ruin your game. It should have been probably 5, but 4.7 still not too shabby, my boys. So looking at it, ended up in a draw, 4.7, not too bad, and yeah, across the board, pretty chill. And to round it off, of course, there is nothing better in this world than Sand River from the bad side. I absolutely despise playing this map from this side, by the way. It is such an annoying little thing to play. But we'll see if we can make it work. We have a lot of people going K-line, so I'm going to go K-line, I think. I mean, it looked like we had a lot of people going, but then the IS-7 turned north, the Mivi went north, the Panzer 7's AFK. I don't know. It's always been a hard side to play. Sun River East is, you know, very comfy to play. You just go K-line and then you go chill. And that's pretty cool altogether. So, you know, taking that into consideration, there's always things to watch out for and care for. But we cannot play too aggressive on the K-line. We have to set up by shooting towards the middle. And I don't know why IS-7s go here. I don't know why AMX M4s go here. I can understand if a Panzer 7 goes there because he doesn't know what else to do or where else to go. But why would you take your, you know, tier 10 heavies there to sit and do nothing the whole game? Anyways, Leo might spot K-line. He might even peek this. That's what I'm hoping for. He is, okay. So we set up for it, and it's looks to be a bit too late. We hit the second one. Very nice. And they are going to be aggressive over here. So the Type 71 is pushing up already, and my Leo is already getting blasted. Expected, I guess. But VZ55 picking over, getting punished. Rolling back. The Leo is dead. I'm simply waiting for the artillery to blind hit me for 250 because that's very fun, and you can see my 5A is already running away, so I'm gonna do exactly the same thing. My Panzer 7 is dead, and the game is more likely than not lost already. And why are we losing this game? Well, we're playing from the bad side, one, and second of all, we have teammates that are tourists. I don't know how else to explain it, they are tourists. They're not really playing the game. Not really. They're doing some cosplay of playing the game, but they're not actually playing the game. So we're gonna go sit in the base with the rest of my friends. Because I think that would be really fun. Because I don't know what else to do, to be honest. Gotta be careful from the chief. I'm expecting them to push through the north though. That's kind of what I'm expecting now. The Leo woke up. I mean, my Leo woke up. Okay, so there's that. They still have a Manticore though that could outspot me. Yeah, guys, this might be a terrible game. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're reduced to 3 squares on the map already. We hit that though, banger. Leo spotted. Ay, 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 ay. 705A, 25B, and Caro pushing to the north. Okay. I gotta try, I guess.
Support my position.
Wow, the Caro didn't push through. The Manticore is dead. 2-6. I gotta try and catch one of the heavies here because we're going to lose F1 soon enough. I don't know what else I can do, to be honest with you. I don't know what else there is to do. We'll try and get something out of this. Okay, good. Give 1. Give 2. Now we're gonna play on DPM and hope the 758's closing in the meantime as well. Give another shot there. Me and the Mivy will rail this guy though, like no. I'm already pushing forward because I'm hunting right now. I'm hunting because the game is over. And me and the Mivy could do some funny things here. And yeah, I know that the Kato is gonna be annoying. That was such a sad shell, to be honest. Give a shot there, 3k. I have to jump across actually back in this to help. Go for the ram, that's good. 4.1. I don't think we get one more out, which will be a save of some sort. 4.5. Maybe he bounces. I don't think so. This was max potential almost. If the 705A shot hit, it would have been 4.9. And I don't think there was much more to be done in something like this, to be honest. I really think that was max. Oh, nonetheless, over these 4 battles, we got 4.5k, and I think I'm got pretty good at exploiting this tank's potential and weaknesses. Okay, so to recap for you guys really quickly, side scraping doesn't work because of the side plate on either side. Lower plate is very weak. This, of course, depends on the angle. If it's above, then it's fine. But this is the killer of the tank, or should be the killer. Once people start shooting for this, it will be really annoying. Doesn't mean you will not be able to do well, because, you know, I still did 4.5k over those 4 games, including that really bad first game. Do I think this is a 5k tank? No, I don't think so. I think it's like 4.5 to 4.8k tank at max potential. Either way, gamers, I hope you guys enjoyed this first video back. Plenty more to come in the future. Maybe not tomorrow, maybe not this week. I have Tank Fest, but after for sure. Either way, thank you for chilling. Hope you guys enjoyed.